Our world is filled with places so extraordinary, they feel like scenes from another planet rather than Earth itself. Off the coast of Yemen, Socotra Island rises like a living laboratory of evolution, where alien-looking dragon blood trees stretch their umbrella-shaped crowns toward the sky, sheltering species found nowhere else on Earth. In Spain, the Tinto River flows in vivid shades of red and orange, its acidic waters laced through with heavy metals, creating a landscape so extreme that scientists study it as an analog for life on Mars. And in the mountains of China, Larunga unfolds like a sea of crimson, with tens of thousands of red-roofed homes forming the world's largest Buddhist institute, a place where spirituality and human resilience blend into a wonder as striking as any natural marvel. These are not ordinary destinations, but hidden wonders of our planet, mysteries of nature, time, and humanity. Today, we journey to uncover them, revealing how Earth still holds secrets beyond imagination. Yellowstone National Park. Carved atop a vast volcanic caldera, this landscape rests on one of the largest active supervolcanoes on Earth, shaped by eruptions nearly 2 million years ago. Its steaming geysers, bubbling mud pots, and rainbow-colored hot springs reveal the park's extraordinary geothermal heart, powered by magma close beneath the surface. Towering mountains, deep canyons, and sprawling valleys host rich wildlife, from wandering cows to majestic moose that thrive in its untamed wilderness. Here, geology and life intertwine, creating a living laboratory where Earth's fiery core meets the raw beauty of the natural world. El Chiflón Waterfall. Cascading from a height of more than 300 feet, this thundering waterfall carves its way through the lush highlands of southern Chiapas. Fed by the San Vicente River, the water gains a striking turquoise color from dissolved limestone minerals, creating one of Mexico's most photogenic natural wonders. Over centuries, the rushing current has sculpted deep canyons and polished rock walls, shaping a dramatic landscape of cliffs and pools. Archaeological evidence nearby suggests that ancient Maya communities once revered these waters as sacred sources of life. Today, wooden trails and suspension bridges allow travelers to witness the falls up close, where mist and rainbows dance in the tropical air. Socotra Island. This remote island rises sharply from the Arabian Sea, its rugged limestone plateaus and jagged cliffs sculpted by millions of years of wind and waves. Crowning the highlands, the iconic dragon's blood trees stand like living umbrellas, their crimson resin once prized for medicine and dye. Just offshore, pods of dolphins glide through the turquoise waters, echoing the island's wild and untouched spirit. Together, the stark desert slopes and the vast ocean horizon create a landscape that feels both alien and profoundly timeless. Great Bear Rainforest. Stretching across more than 12 million acres along British Columbia's rugged coast, this is the largest intact temperate rainforest on Earth. Its ancient cedars and Sitka spruces, some standing for over 1,000 years, form towering green cathedrals above mossy valleys and mist-shrouded fjords. Along the rocky shoreline, harbor seals bask on sunlit stones while eagles soar overhead, adding life to the wild seascape. The forest is home to the legendary spirit bear, a rare white-furred black bear, and shelters one of the richest gatherings of wildlife anywhere on the planet. This living wilderness stands as both a vital ecological treasure and a testament to the enduring balance between land, sea, and life. Ilulissat Isefjord. Towering icebergs drift silently through this fjord, carved from one of the fastest and most productive glaciers anywhere on Earth. The ice originates from the Surmek-Kujalek Glacier, which advances more than 100 feet every single day into the waters of Disco Bay. Geological records reveal that this ancient glacier has flowed continuously for at least 11,000 years since the end of the last ice age. Rising cliffs of frozen blue ice, some taller than city skyscrapers, create a landscape that constantly shifts with thunderous cracks and deep echoes. In recognition of its scientific value and breathtaking scenery, the Ilulissat Ice Fjord was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2004. Benagil Cave. Carved by the relentless force of the Atlantic Ocean, this sea cave reveals a cathedral-like dome with walls that glow in golden sunlight. Its most striking feature is a massive natural skylight known as the Eye, which floods the chamber with beams of shifting light. Over thousands of years, waves eroded the limestone cliffs, shaping arches, hidden chambers, and secluded beaches within. The cave lies along Portugal's Algarve coast, where dramatic cliffs and turquoise waters create one of the world's most photogenic shorelines. Accessible only by water, it has become a bucket list destination for kayakers, swimmers, and adventurers seeking a glimpse of its otherworldly beauty. La Ronga. High in the mountains of Sichuan, La Ronga rises at over 13,000 feet, forming the largest Tibetan Buddhist institute on Earth. The settlement began in the early 1980s with just a handful of monks, but it has since grown into a vast sea of red wooden houses cascading across the valley. Nestled within this remote terrain, the community blends human devotion with a dramatic landscape shaped by rugged slopes and thin alpine air. Here, spiritual life thrives at a monumental scale, where thousands gather daily to study, meditate, and preserve. Faroe Islands. Set in the North Atlantic between Iceland and Norway, these 18 islands rise with steep cliffs, deep fjords, and a raw beauty shaped by wind and sea. First touched by Norse settlers over 1,000 years ago, they became home to resilient communities living in harmony with harsh northern elements. Tiny turf-roofed villages nestle in green valleys where winding roads and cascading waterfalls create a picture of quiet isolation. Geologically, the archipelago was formed from layers of basaltic lava around 55 million years ago, leaving behind striking columnar formations and deep valleys. In every season, sudden shifts of mist, light, and storm turn the islands into a living canvas that feels both otherworldly and timeless. Arenal volcano. Rising more than 5,000 feet above lush Costa Rican forests, this towering stratovolcano remains one of the youngest and most active in Central America. Its catastrophic eruption in the year 1968 devastated nearby settlements, yet spared the town of La Fortuna, which later flourished at its base. Dark lava flows and hardened craters shape its rugged slopes, while geothermal activity fuels steaming vents and mineral-rich hot springs. Today, the volcano draws scientists, hikers, and travelers alike, offering a rare mix of natural danger, stunning landscapes, and vibrant human life around it. Stromboli volcano. Perched in the Tyrrhenian Sea, this volcanic island has erupted almost non-stop for more than 2,000 years, earning the title Lighthouse of the Mediterranean. Its peak rises nearly 3,000 feet above sea level, with steep slopes shaped by layers of hardened lava and ash. Scientists classify it as a stratovolcano, built over millennia from alternating eruptions and deposits. Fiery explosions launch glowing magma fountains skyward, a signature style known worldwide as Strombolian eruptions. Even at night, the glowing bursts of fire paint the horizon, turning nature's raw power into a breathtaking spectacle. Spectacular post-Oina caves. Beneath the rolling karst lies a maze of limestone chambers stretching over 15 miles, shaped for millions of years by underground rivers. First explored in the 19th century, the cave quickly became one of Europe's most famous natural wonders, attracting travelers from afar. Inside, visitors encounter solemn statues that honor its cultural significance, while the cave also protects the rare white olwem, a blind salamander adapted to eternal darkness. Rivers carved vast halls and tight passages, leaving surreal forests of stalactites, stone draperies, and soaring columns like a cathedral of rock. Today, visitors ride a cave train through this underground realm, where each turn reveals a new, otherworldly scene. Annapurna 1. Towering above 26,000 feet, this Himalayan peak gained fame in 1950 as the first 8,000er ever conquered by climbers. Its name, meaning goddess of the harvests, carries centuries of spiritual reverence among those who gaze at its icy summit. The massif is notorious for sheer ridges and unstable snowfields, giving Annapurna the highest fatality rate of any major peak on Earth. Geologically, it belongs to the Himalayan fold belt, created when the Indian and Eurasian plates collided tens of millions of years ago. Here, mountaineers from around the world pitch their tents in freezing winds, testing endurance against one of nature's most unforgiving frontiers. Parikutan. Born in 1943 from a farmer's cornfield, this volcano is one of the few on Earth whose birth and growth were witnessed by modern science. Within just 1 week, its cinder cone rose over 500 feet, eventually reaching more than 1,300 feet in less than a decade. Lava flows consumed nearby villages, leaving behind church ruins that still stand as haunting reminders of nature's unstoppable force. Today, Parikutan remains a geological laboratory offering rare insights into the life cycle of a volcano from fiery birth to quiet dormancy. Crowley Lake stone columns. Along the shores of an alpine reservoir in California's eastern Sierra stand thousands of mysterious stone columns rising like a forgotten forest of rock. Each pillar, some over 40 feet tall, was sculpted about 760,000 years ago by volcanic activity and the slow action of hot water and ash. Their hollow interiors and perfectly symmetrical shapes make them one of the most unique geological formations in North America. Isolated and windswept, this hidden wonder fascinates scientists and adventurers alike with its blend of natural artistry and volcanic history. Lake Natron. Lake Natron lies in northern Tanzania, a shallow, salt lake stretching nearly 35 miles long at the foot of the Great Rift Valley. Its waters reach temperatures above 100 degrees Fahrenheit and turn blood red from salt-loving microorganisms thriving in the alkaline brine. The mineral-rich crust along its shores preserves the footprints of early humans from over 100,000 years ago, offering a rare window into our past. Despite its harshness, the lake remains a vital breeding ground for millions of lesser flamingos, painting the landscape with wings of pink against the fiery water. Mossy lava fields. Formed by massive volcanic eruptions over 800 years ago, these lava fields now stretch across vast plains of frozen rock. A thick green carpet of moss blankets the jagged terrain, thriving in Iceland's cool, damp climate and creating an otherworldly landscape. The porous lava beneath stores rainwater like a sponge, slowly releasing it to nurture delicate ecosystems. Walking here feels like stepping onto another planet where geology and life merge in a surreal balance of fire and softness. Caño Cristales. Flowing through the Serranía de la Macarena Mountains, Caño Cristales stretches nearly 60 miles and is often called the River of Five Colors. Its dazzling hues come from a rare aquatic plant Macarenia clavigera, which flourishes only in this unique mix of clear water, sunlight, and mineral-rich rock. The surrounding sandstone bedrock is part of the Guyana Shield, one of Earth's oldest geological formations, dating back more than 1 billion years. For centuries hidden from the outside world, the river is now celebrated as a living natural wonder that fuses geology, biology, and breathtaking beauty. Valley of the Moon. Towering stone columns and perfectly rounded boulders scatter across the desert, sculpted by wind and rain into otherworldly shapes. The eroded clay and sandstone formations create a landscape so barren and surreal it has often been compared to the surface of the moon. Layers of rock preserve some of the world's oldest Triassic fossils, unlocking secrets from the dawn of the dinosaurs. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this valley is both a geological marvel and a natural archive of deep time. Bioluminescent beach. Millions of microscopic plankton, known as dinoflagellates, release a dazzling blue light, transforming the shoreline into a shimmering galaxy beneath your feet. The phenomenon happens when gentle waves or footsteps disturb these organisms, triggering a natural chemical reaction that has fascinated scientists for decades. Resting on fragile coral atolls formed over thousands of years, the Maldives provide the perfect shallow, warm waters for this glowing spectacle to unfold. For visitors, the experience feels otherworldly, standing on a beach where the ocean itself mirrors the stars, blurring the line. Hengifos Waterfall. Rushing down a cliff nearly 420 feet high, this waterfall is framed by striking red and black basalt layers formed during ancient volcanic eruptions. The colorful horizontal stripes reveal alternating deposits of lava and clay, each band marking a different geological era, millions of years apart. Set within a rugged gorge, carved by glacial meltwater, the cascade exemplifies the dramatic interplay between fire and ice that shaped Iceland's landscape. For geologists and travelers alike, Hengifoss is not only a natural wonder, but also a vivid timeline etched into stone by Earth's restless forces. Lake Hillier, separated from the Southern Ocean by a thin strip of sand, this lake stuns with a vivid pink hue that remains even when its water is bottled. Scientists trace the color to microscopic algae and salt-loving bacteria, thriving in mineral-rich conditions unique to this corner of Western Australia. Unlike most lakes, its unusual chemistry prevents the pink from ever fading, making it one of the planet's most enduring natural enigmas. Jadu Lake. Hidden within the vast Tibetan plateau, this alpine lake rests at an altitude of more than 14,000 feet, surrounded by snow-capped mountains and rolling grasslands. Its waters shift in hue from deep sapphire to emerald, a result of mineral sediments carried down by ancient glaciers and mountain streams. Geological studies suggest the basin was formed thousands of years ago by tectonic forces that uplifted the plateau, leaving behind a natural reservoir. Today, Jadu Lake stands as both a scientific window into the Earth's past and a breathtaking jewel of Qinghai's remote highlands. The Old Man of Storr. Towering spires of rock rise dramatically from the Trotternish Ridge on Scotland's Isle of Skye, carved by landslides millions of years ago. The most striking pinnacle, known as the Old Man, reaches nearly 150 feet into the sky, standing like a sentinel above the rugged landscape. Geologists believe these formations were shaped by a unique mix of volcanic activity and glacial erosion, leaving behind jagged cliffs and steep slopes. Surrounding the pinnacles, sweeping moorlands and lochs create a landscape that shifts mood with every change of weather. For hikers and explorers, the climb to the Old Man offers not only a glimpse into Earth's geological history, but also one of the most iconic views in the Scottish Highlands. Chingi de Bemaraha National Park. Rising from western Madagascar, Jagged limestone pinnacles known as tsingy stretch for more than 9,500 acres, forming one of the most dramatic karst landscapes on Earth. Over millions of years, rainwater carved razor-sharp spires and deep canyons, creating a labyrinth of stone that is nearly impossible to navigate without bridges and ladders. This natural fortress shelters hidden forests, caves, and rivers, offering refuge to rare species found nowhere else on the planet. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it remains both a geological wonder and a sanctuary of extraordinary biodiversity. Yuanyang Rice Terraces. Carved into the steep slopes of southern Yunnan more than 1,300 years ago, these terraces form an intricate landscape that seems to ripple like waves across the mountains. The fields cascade from nearly 6,000 feet above sea level down to the valley floor, creating a vertical patchwork of water, earth, and sky. Each terrace reflects the changing seasons, from mirrored pools in winter to lush green in summer and golden harvests in autumn. Beyond their breathtaking beauty, they stand as a living monument to human ingenuity, harmonizing agriculture with the dramatic geography of the land. Mono Lake. Formed at least 760,000 years ago, Mono Lake in California is one of the oldest lakes in North America. Its waters are 3 times saltier than the ocean, creating a hypersaline environment where only brine shrimp and alkali flies thrive in staggering numbers. Rising from the lake are towering limestone spires called tufa, sculpted over centuries as freshwater springs mixed with mineral-rich water. This otherworldly basin, framed by the Sierra Nevada, stands as both a geological wonder and a vital oasis for millions of migratory birds. Tinto River. Stretching more than 60 miles across southern Spain, this surreal river flows with a crimson current, fed by countless mineral-rich springs that bubble from the earth. Along its banks, strange rocks coated in iron oxides shimmer in hues of red, orange, and yellow, creating a landscape that feels almost alien. For over 5,000 years, people have mined these waters and stones for precious metals, while NASA scientists study its acidic streams to understand how life might survive on Mars. Kelimutu. High in the mountains of Flores Island rises Kelimutu, a volcano crowned by 3 striking crater lakes. Each lake shifts its color over time, changing from deep blue to black, red, or even green, due to mineral content and volcanic gases. Formed by powerful eruptions thousands of years ago, the craters sit side by side, yet never mix, separated by sharp rocky ridges. Even today, scientists continue to debate why these waters transform so unpredictably, leaving Kelimutu wrapped in an aura of mystery. Aurora Borealis Arctic regions. Shimmering curtains of green, purple, and crimson light dance across the polar skies, born from solar winds colliding with Earth's magnetic field. This breathtaking spectacle has been witnessed for thousands of years, inspiring Arctic myths, while modern science traces it to charged particles and atmospheric gases. Visible only in high-latitude regions near the magnetic poles, the Aurora Borealis transforms cold Arctic nights into nature's most radiant theater. Kashakatue Tent Rocks. Shaped by volcanic eruptions that occurred over 6 million years ago, Kashakatue Tent Rocks in New Mexico reveal a landscape frozen in time. Cone-shaped formations, some towering more than 90 feet, were carved from layers of soft pumice, ash, and tuff beneath harder rock caps. Winding slot canyons and weather-sculpted cliffs make this terrain both a geological archive and a natural wonder, unlike any other in the American Southwest. Artulia Cliff Village. Perched more than half a mile above the ground, this remote cliffside settlement was once accessible only by climbing rattan ladders tied precariously to the vertical rock face. For generations, villagers scaled nearly 2,800 feet daily, a journey that combined sheer physical endurance with extraordinary adaptation to geography. The steep sandstone cliffs not only shaped their isolated lifestyle, but also preserved a unique cultural rhythm untouched by modern roads for centuries. In recent years, steel stairways have replaced the perilous rope ladders, yet the village still stands as a living testament to human resilience against daunting terrain. Linear pillars. Rising more than 900 feet above the Siberian taiga, these towering stone spires stretch for nearly 50 miles along the banks of the Lena River. Geologists believe they formed over 500 million years ago, when ancient seabeds of limestone, dolomite, and slate were slowly lifted and sculpted by frost and water. Their sheer vertical walls create a dramatic skyline that has inspired both scientific study and cultural legends across the region. Today, the site is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Treasure, offering a rare glimpse into Earth's deep geological past preserved in stone. Svartifos Waterfall. Cascading from a height of nearly 80 feet, Svartifos is framed by towering hexagonal basalt columns formed by ancient lava flows cooling slowly over time. These dark volcanic pillars, resembling a cathedral carved by nature, inspired some of Iceland's most iconic architecture, including the Hallgrímskirkja Church in Reykjavik. Set within Vatnajökull National Park, the waterfall's stark contrasts of white water against black stone make it a striking symbol of Iceland's dramatic geological history. Kiribati National Park. Towering sandstone peaks dominate the horizon, their sheer cliffs rising like colossal monuments above the endless jungle. Ancient rock paintings, some dating back more than 20,000 years, depict hunting scenes and spiritual visions of early peoples. This vast sanctuary spans nearly 17,000 square miles, preserving a remarkable diversity of life found nowhere else on Earth. Kiribati remains both a natural fortress and a timeless record of humanity's bond with nature. Aiken Spring. In the heart of the Turpin Basin lies Aiken Spring, a crater-like formation born from violent volcanic eruptions thousands of years ago. Its circular basin, stretching nearly 1,000 feet across, reveals layers of black basalt that testify to the region's fiery geological past. Set against the vast desert landscape, the spring's vivid contrasts of dark volcanic rock and shimmering water mark it as one of Xinjiang's most striking natural wonders. Pink Beach. On the island of Komodo lies Pink Beach, where crushed fragments of microscopic red foraminifera mix with white coral sand to create a shoreline glowing in shades of rose. This rare coastal wonder stretches for nearly 2 miles, framed by turquoise waters and rugged hills, making it one of only a handful of pink sand beaches on the entire planet. Reykjadalur Hot Spring. Nestled in a geothermal valley just over 20 miles from Reykjavik, Reykjadalur is a steaming river where volcanic heat warms the water to natural bathing temperatures of around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The surrounding hills release constant plumes of vapor, and hikers pass bubbling mud pools and fumaroles, making the journey itself a vivid encounter with Iceland's restless geology.